This conference will now be recorded.
Yeah. So I know Vinod from online, like from LinkedIn, and we discussed a lot on Cassandra. I have this channel for like for more than 5 years now. I don't remember when I started. I know Anil for more than a year now. Anil is located in Hyderabad. I'm in Virginia, and I'm very passionate about databases, but especially with Oracle. I worked on Oracle for nearly 23 years. And about 5, 6 years ago, I started working on Cassandra. And Cassandra is very happening, like, big companies like Netflix, Apple, and Spotify, they use them. There are a lot of other companies I'm not mentioning here. But what we need to know is Netflix started using Cassandra in 2009. And their entire catalog and all the clickstream information is stored in Cassandra. So they're one of the biggest users of Cassandra. Cassandra runs on multi-cloud, like it can be on your on-prem servers physically, or it can be running on AWS or Google Cloud. Anil, I've been working with him for like a year now. Anil is very good at teaching Cassandra. So as you know, I don't do live training. I mostly record videos, put it on YouTube, and then hope for it is helpful for people to follow it. And what Vinod is showing here is just when you go to the channel, you'll see multiple videos. There are 2 Cassandra videos available for you. One of them is a 10-hour plus training. And then the other one is an interview with somebody in the industry talking about the database technologies. Also, the 10-hour training video is a complete video which talks about how any person who has a prior database knowledge, imagine Oracle DBS, can become Cassandra DBS after attending that training. Now, Vinod, can you just show the training content? And this particular document is also publicly available. Once you see the promo video, it has a link to go to this document, so you can read through what it covers. There are a lot of times what happens is people are not self-motivated. They don't want to watch a video and learn. We have alternate option is go to Anil, and Anil will be able to take up a online class. So it's more like a session, and the online session live interaction with him, and he'll be able to set up your clusters, help you with how to configure them and all. He can work you with troubleshooting your problems with the Cassandra clusters. And then he's also has a lot of knowledge about how to run clusters in production, or maybe if you want to talk only data modeling with him, or he also knows Apache Spark. So various topics there to learn. Anil, you want to say hi?
Yeah, Sharma. Hi. Yes. Hi, everyone. Little bit about me. I've been loving data for more than 6 years. I've been doing Cassandra since 2018, and I personally addicted to looking and researching into internal behaviors of Cassandra database systems. I read a lot, anything related to Cassandra. I also do Ansible and Spark with Cassandra, and I hold certifications in both admin and developer domain. So I've been like a very passionate about towards this Cassandra administration. So previously I belongs to Oracle side. Cassandra is something I fell in love with after Oracle, and I teach. I'm very passionate towards teaching from beginning of my career. I used to teach Oracle administration, but now I'm mainly providing live trainings for Cassandra. Yeah, so that's little intro about me. Thank you.
So just in addition, right, Anil is recently Datastacks certified admin, and also he's a certified developer on Cassandra. So Anil pushed me to do the admin part, so it's all Anil's fault that I became certified at the end of the year previously to 2020. He's still pushing me to do the developer training and finish the certification. So someday, not today. Thank you, Anil, for giving that introduction. So what we planned with Vinod today was just to show you what Cassandra can do for you, like, how good the Cassandra is. Vinod, can you go to cassandra.apache.org? Because lot of people here might have already looked at Cassandra or worked on it. But I just want to show how big Cassandra is in market generally. If you read through the just homepage, okay, first of all, Cassandra is not here to sell. It's a free open source software. So nobody is, when they say scalable, I'm reading that scalable information there. Apple has 75,000 nodes running in a cluster. It's not a single cluster, but Cassandra is proven to run on multi-node clusters. And InstaCluster has run a 10,000 node cluster just for showing that it can run. Imagine if you're coming from Oracle database, you running 4 nodes on rack. Okay, 8 nodes, you're too rich. Your company has too much money, so that's why you can run 8 nodes. 16 nodes I have never seen because you're going to pay $1 trillion to Oracle to run that kind of cluster. Netflix runs more than 2,000 nodes of Cassandra cluster, and you can see it handles about 1 trillion requests per day. The 2,500 nodes are not in single cluster. They have multiple clusters. When I told about multi-cloud, it supports both Google Cloud, it supports AWS Cloud, and it can run on other clouds also. But what is good about Cassandra is it is a by default open right from the out of the box. You have a question? So if you have a question, right, let's hang on. Basically, we'll do a QA session after just the basic introduction. So what I was saying is Cassandra out of the box, you can run it on your on-prem or you can have a data center running in the cloud. And it is the good product for multi-cloud setup. Like you can have the same cluster, some nodes on Google Cloud, some nodes on AWS, and some nodes you can keep it on-prem. So, and also when I say multi-cloud, you should also see the multi-region. Say for example, your company has like four places you need to be in. Your company has a department in US, UK, Australia, and India. Then you can have 4 data centers, and Cassandra single cluster, single database is running across 4 regions. And whoever is coming from Australia, let's say, they'll go read the data which is local to them. So Cassandra scales well when you want to add this, make this cluster regionally available and distributed. So it's one of the very powerful technologies. And in my experience, I have seen, like, Cassandra, if you want to start with, it's a NoSQL database. For Oracle DBS, it is the easiest database to get into NoSQL. Like for a Oracle DBA, if you want to move to MongoDB, the MongoDB format itself is difficult to understand. So like you have to understand JSON, how to use it, understand a lot of Java. But Cassandra, I felt like, it's very close to RDBMS. It is not RDBMS, it is NoSQL, but it is the easiest way to get into. So that's why I think Cassandra is a good fit for the existing Oracle DBS. Or if you're starting new with the databases also, it's fine. It's still a very good database to get into. Vinod, do you think we missed any points there, or we covered a little bit of Cassandra?
Yeah, we covered it. Yeah.
So you want to add anything, like you're coming from Oracle side, so you have a view on how you felt when you looked at Cassandra?
Yeah. So Actually, guys, one second. I don't know why I'm getting echo sounds. Okay, so actually, initially, I'm little confused like how to learn Cassandra, as I'm from Oracle, and I'm new to the NoSQL. So after the discussion with Sharma and Anil, it's very clear, and I am able to understand what is required. And one more thing is like for Oracle DBS, it will be more easy. The way like he explained. And he correlated all the components like comparing with a listener or whatever it is, instance and database, table spaces. So in our discussion, we correlated each component with NoSQL. So how it is different. So that helped me to understand very fast. So that's why we are able to complete in 16 hours whole training. And in that training, it is including like implementing the on VMware as well as on AWS. So I did hands-on on AWS on with a 3-node Cassandra cluster and VMware also. So that is what, and whatever I gained the knowledge from both of them, right, from Sharma. So I want to introduce Sharma to our KTExperts, and as and in the current trend, Cassandra is becoming very important for all the companies. So I thought, okay, I want our people also to learn, and as we are learning in less than 20 hours, this will add value to our profiles. So that is what we are conducting this session. So yeah, that's it for my side.
So,
And
so Vinod, a good point over there. There are 2 points you brought actually. One is building clusters on AWS or building clusters on your virtual machines at on-prem. I personally see no difference. Cassandra itself is same whether you run it on a Docker container or running it in a AWS. So what Vinod mentioned here, the ease of running Cassandra on any platform, right? Then the second thing is he mentioned that the course itself is like only 10 plus hours. It's actually the video itself is you can finish in 11 hours. Now don't think it is very less amount. What we used to do with this course is I used to take 2 full day sessions and each day I would teach like 10 hours. So it's a 20 hours when we were face to face. But when we wanted to customize this, we wanted to say, for example, okay, what does any DBA need to know to get into Cassandra? Meaning you need to understand how to set it up, how to run it in your own local machine, and then how to practice on it, like the cluster operations and all. And then obviously it has a little bit of data modeling. You need to understand what you can do and what you cannot do, because especially if you just take me to 5-6 years ago, when I was coming from Oracle, I would say, oh, you know what, select statement, what's so great about it? In Cassandra, if you don't know that select statement, you're not supposed to create your table. That means there is a philosophy on how you will create your table. So without understanding that basic use case, if you start implementing Cassandra at the company or organization, that project will fail. So basically we covered all those concepts of what you need to know to run your cluster. That is very important, because without knowing what you should not do is very dangerous. Okay, so let's say for example I give you a car, I give you the keys, I say this is how you drive, and start driving, right? You get into the car and you start driving, and then later on I'll call you while you're driving. I'll say, hey, you know what, I forgot to tell you there are no brakes on it. So Cassandra is like that. It is easy to get in, it is easy to compare it with Oracle, but you need to know where are the brakes, because you need to know what you cannot do with Cassandra. So we covered in the 10 hours or 15 hours or whatever you want to call it, the video. Even when you attend Anil's live sessions, our idea for the first level is to make you aware of all the scenarios you need to know. Then you can go drill and learn more, do another advanced admin course, or learn Apache Spark or something else. But at an entry level, Cassandra is very good, easy to get into, and it is one of the most powerful databases in the industry. And it is growing. It is very big right now, and it is growing fast. So it's a right time to get into it because there are a lot of demand for this particular knowledge or skill. And yeah, I mean, so we'll go into the QA, and I'm sure there will be a lot of questions we can answer in a better way. Anil, do you want to add anything we might have missed from what Cassandra is, or the basics of Cassandra and getting into Cassandra world? So maybe Anil can talk about a little bit of what is Datastacks. Give us like 2 minutes of what is Datastacks. Are you able to unmute yourself, Anil?
I think we lost him.
Okay, we lost him. Maybe we'll come back to that later.
Yeah,
So
sure.
Vinod, what I was thinking, like, you know, we did a little bit of introduction, and why don't you tell us about KTExperts itself? It's a good place to understand what you are trying to do for the community.
Yeah, sure. So, hi everyone. Most of the people know KTExperts website. So I'm Oracle DBA and MySQL, and I have around 18 plus years experience. So the concept of starting KTExperts is only the reason of sharing the knowledge. In 2016, I started the website, and the concept is like it's clear. So like everyone, whoever is interested, they can share the knowledge, they can come forward, and I will just go through the authors list. So we are having different authors across the globe. So, and most of the people are from Oracle background and different backgrounds. So, and we have again the coming to volunteers, so who are helping me for all the activity. So we have volunteers also across the globe. So everyone is helping in multiple ways. It's not a single man. Okay. So around more than 50 people are working behind KTExperts, and everyone is helping to share the knowledge. So this is coming to background, and what we are doing is like we are trying to cover different technologies: Oracle, Golden Gate, Cassandra, AWS, SQL Server, DevOps, MySQL, all these things. And recently we started with the daily tips. So if I just go with the Oracle DBA tips. So whatever we are sharing, whoever is sponsoring the tip, we are just mentioning all the information here. And if you are interested, you can also come forward and you can also share the tips. And coming to social media, like we are distributed across the all the websites like Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, so that we can reach to multiple people, and it is helping us a lot. So that's about KTExperts. And if any more questions, you can go ahead and ask us. And coming for any sessions, we are posting upcoming sessions in the upcoming. And if you want, you can check our past sessions. So in the past sessions, you will get all the details, including the videos. So whatever we are conducting, it will be useful. It's like, so any suggestions or any time, please reach out to us. So we are ready to implement. So yeah, that's it, Sharma, about KTExperts. And if you want to see, we introduce dashboards also. So Kavya is helping us with the dashboards building work. So we thought of bringing some data engineering work. So we are collecting information based on our followers, and all the previous webinars information also you will get it, and how many groups we are having, and article links, and who are authors, speakers, volunteers, and all the previous webinars what we conducted. So yeah, every day we are adding new features which it will benefit our users, and actually we are able to connect people across the world, and everyone is getting benefited. So, and we have included the testimonials also who are getting benefited also. So yeah, that's it from my side.
No, Vinod, on that point, because you're tracking, like, which country has more activity on your website. Can you tell me the top 1 or 2? Which countries are, like, most active?
US and India.
Okay, great. So tell me also, because you're covering a lot of technology, right? Not just 1 or 2, Oracle, MySQL. Which area or category do you see like growing fast, or a lot of people asking you questions, or a lot of interaction? In which technology it is more?
More is on Oracle and MySQL and DevOps, and starting then now NoSQL, everyone is asking about Cassandra. So, and other one is also Golden Gate.
Okay, so I'm just saying overall, like, Oracle, Golden Gate, MySQL, Cassandra, and do you see anything like MongoDB?
MongoDB is there, but most of the time, like I see, like for MongoDB, mostly it can be handled by developers, and I see like Cassandra is getting more weightage than Mongo. That's why I am focusing more on Cassandra.
Okay, so in general, I'm assuming, right, on the meeting here we have 63 participants, including myself. So I myself am Oracle DBA. Okay, so I fell in love with Oracle, and Oracle is my passion. And recently, about 6 years ago, very young, I moved to Cassandra. I still work on Oracle, Oracle RAC, Oracle Exadata, Golden Gate, Data Guard, and then Cassandra. With Cassandra, one thing I need to mention is Cassandra is just a data store, meaning you store some data, you retrieve some data. That's it. Now, if you want to do any kind of metrics, you want to do business analytics, business data analysis, you need something called Apache Spark. So for Apache Spark, you need to learn either Python or Scala. Scala is the more preferred version of it. You can go into details when you get there, but Cassandra is growing so fast because for any DBA who is coming from relational world, Cassandra is the most closest cousin, meaning it looks like Oracle database. It looks and feels like Oracle tables and rows and columns, and a lot of terminology looks like Oracle. So it's easier for us, like Oracle DBS, to basically see and get into it. Okay. So Anil, Anil and Vinod, both of you. So I think we spent a good amount of time giving some introduction to where we come from, what is our backgrounds, and what we think Cassandra is. I think it's a good idea to go into question and answers. So how do you want to deal with question and answers? So there are 2 ways, right? I think Vinod, the people can ask directly, but also I see some questions coming on chat. So when you're talking, I'll read what is there on the chat, and then we'll go back to asking questions. And tell me how you want to do the QA.
Means whoever first will focus on the chat, GoToMeeting chat. Then based on the, if we don't have any questions in the chat, then we'll go on the discussion.
Okay. So I got one very good question. You can look at the chat right now. I definitely want to answer that, unless if there is any other question. So shall I go with that question? I got one from chat.
Yes, sure, please.
Okay. So this particular question I see from everywhere, every person. Okay. So very good question. Why we should be using Cassandra over Oracle in a banking kind of an organization? Okay. remember, it's not just banking. It can be anything like airline booking. Why should we use some database which is NoSQL? We don't provide consistency. Why should we use it, right? Over Oracle. Oracle is very good, very powerful. We can run so much. It can handle all the consistency and all that. Okay. I have two ways to explain this particular answer. Oracle is very, very, very expensive. I told you I love Oracle. So even if I love Oracle, money-wise, it is very expensive. When you go to open source, it is free. You download and run it on any number of servers you want. Cassandra runs on 1,000 nodes, 10,000 nodes, all free. You just need to get your hardware. Now you don't want to buy physical hardware. You run it in AWS, all your EC2s. Tomorrow it will become available as if it is key spaces in AWS, which is a database as service, Cassandra as service. So when you come to open source world, you basically are not paying all these high license fees, first thing. Second thing, why it should be used like, in a banking kind of organization. I'll tell you, tomorrow, I mean, today at least, all organizations, they don't want to lose their sleep over the consistency. Okay, we have a strong database like Oracle, we have support over there, a lot of people supporting it. I'm okay with that. You have a lot of data, you go with Oracle, and you get a very good reliable database, fine. But let's say, for example, in the banking transaction itself, let's say, for example, if you have a physical bank, a person coming into the bank, they sign in the register saying, okay, I'm Sharma Paidipalli, I'm coming here to do a transaction. I want to buy a house, so I'm going to pay my loan. Okay, that you're entering information into a register. That information you're entering into register is a log. Let's say, for example, same thing happens when you go online. I go into ICICI.com, I log in as user, I click on, let's say, withdraw money or transfer money, and I click on the user. You see the clickstream log of what user did on the website. That's all just a log. It is not actually amount of transaction you're doing, right? Why do you want to store that kind of sensitive information which is coming from a log, which doesn't need any consistency? It just needs to be saved for later analysis, and that can go into Cassandra. So I'm not saying you replace your Oracle with Cassandra, but you can decide your transactions, all your bank information, all your amounts, and the money related information go into Oracle for safety, security, consistency. But all your non-trivial information, like, okay, user came into the website, that kind of logs can go into Cassandra. Why not? Maybe that answers your question, Soumya.
You can speak out if you have anything else.
Okay. So Soumya, I think that is just a follow-up. I'm not going to answer that as if it is a question. It's just an opinion. Very good. But very, very good question. So let me see what is that open source I came across the product in all critical banking. Critical issue.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Can I take the Bala's question?
Yes, I did not understand the question. So go on, Anil.
Yeah. So what I'm understanding is, so if you compare Oracle or any other database, they have a lot of support. But what about Cassandra, right? Because it's the open source. I'm understanding that's what the question. Okay, so with Cassandra, you get licensed version also. So Datastacks, there is a company Datastacks. They are giving you a licensed version, enterprise edition of Cassandra software, and you have an open source from Apache. Now, even Datastacks also supporting. I mean, they also support open source Cassandra also. I mean, they charge for that, but they still support your open source database. So you have an open source Cassandra running in your company. You can go and ask for support. So they'll give you, but they charge. And moreover, there are other see, if you notice Oracle or Postgres, MySQL, they are like they have more than 30 years industry, right? They have been in the market for more than 30 years. But if you see Cassandra, It is only 10 years. It started in 2008. Now it's like 12 years. So community is building and actually building. Even for Apache, this is topmost project. Even Datastacks itself doing lots of actively they are promoting the product and actually they are doing the support. So even there is something called Last Pickle. Recently they merged with Datastacks. So there is a support and it is growing. So I feel I answered your question. Yeah. So you want to add anything to that, Sharon?
The support is real good thing, right? Basically there is a lot of community, and that's how Linux got built initially. You build people who have a lot of knowledge, and that's how we run large clusters. And if you want to run open source, you run it, and then there is community who will answer your questions, and you can learn from community. No, I don't want to believe in community. We want pay for license. Then Datastacks is the way to go. You have Cassandra like product supported by Datastacks, and they have a lot more support than just Cassandra, right? They can provide you hourly basis. You can sign up a contract with them. They will come in and implement your project on Cassandra. So then you can run it on your clusters.
Okay. Yeah, good. So I love
Okay.
that
There was
Roy
one
asking the
small
question.
follow-up I was reading earlier, right? From the previous question. So, with all this AWS database as service and all, we get the same reliability, like, you can put it on cloud and all. What they're running in the background is like Cassandra-like things. So they don't tell you how they're running their databases when you go to AWS and say database like a service. They run Cassandra. Sometimes they don't tell you. Okay, let's look at the next question. So Vinod or Anil, right? You can read a question and pass it on to me, and I can answer.
Okay, I'll take up the Roy question. Roy is asking very interesting question. So Cassandra, will it suit for read intensive or write intensive? So let me put it in a very simple words. Yeah, so you have lots of, first of all, Cassandra is designed for heavy writes. So your application is demanding lot of writes. Cassandra is a very good fit. So let me put it in a single line. You have a heavy writes, moderate reading. So your application reads very moderately, and you do less deletes and less updates. Cassandra fits so well. Heavy writes, moderate reads, less deletes, less updates. Cassandra is a very good choice. So basically, any messaging applications or you see Netflix video streaming website, that the whole thing is built on Cassandra, and Cassandra fits so well for such kind of environments, messaging applications, video streaming applications, where people write a lot of stuff. So if you notice Netflix, every click is a write, so lots of writes. Very good fit.
So other thing I would like to mention about Netflix itself, right? Because they have been using Cassandra for a long time. I believe their actual money transactions also are recorded in Cassandra. They don't use any RDBMS. So if you think Netflix is small, just think again. They have every single data center, every single region in AWS, they have their database running. Netflix is very big. Now let's switch a gear a little bit, right? So from job point of view, I have this question I'm reading from chat. From job point of view, which is the best technology to learn for Oracle DBA? Okay, so let's look at it non-technically. Let's say I already know Oracle. Okay, as I mentioned several times before, Cassandra is the close cousin. It's easy to get into because it looks like Oracle. Okay. Now, what we are trying to do here is not technology. So from job point of view, what do you mean by job, right? You want to get into a better salary paying job. So Cassandra is the hottest right now, right? Vinod, any ideas on that? How much they're paying per hour for the Cassandra developers or Cassandra administrators?
Yeah, it's huge. Compared to Oracle DBA, it's a double almost.
There you go. So I think that answers your question. Like, obviously you need to get into NoSQL. I'm not saying RDBMS is going out right now from market, but it will start to shrink, meaning having so many Oracle DBA jobs will become half and half going forward. You need to move to another technology like NoSQL. And I think Cassandra is a good start. And also it is earning a lot of money. So why not get into it now, right?
And for Oracle DBS, it's not very difficult, as I told you. So it's like now you have a chance to learn new things, and we got support from industry experts.
Let me take one more question. Anil, I see this question about community version of Cassandra versus Datastacks edition. What extra features we get from Datastacks?
Correct. Yes.
So datastacks.com is the website. Vinod had it open earlier. Vinod, can you switch to that tab? So what Datastacks does is Datastacks takes the open source Cassandra and integrates it with Apache Spark. Spark is used for analytics. They also have integration with Solar, which is a search product, meaning you can build search on top of Cassandra data. They also have integration with Kafka, and there is a graph. So you can visualize your data in the graph format, data stored in Cassandra. So they have a lot of integration to all these products. Remember one thing, that Datastacks is a huge contributor to the open source Cassandra, meaning if Cassandra is being developed today, Datastacks is the first company who is providing that code as open source. So it is the first big contributor to the open source community. Okay, so there is an interesting question. A lot of people only after working they will know about this. This is from Gunasekar. Thank you for asking Ops Center question. Ops Center is a product from Datastacks, which is only a paid version of Datastacks Enterprise. Slowly, that Ops Center at Datastacks is being replaced with Grafana. So I personally don't want you to use Ops Center right now, even if you have a DSC or the open source Cassandra. I myself, along with Anil, I'm working on Grafana version of it. And soon you will see Datastacks itself moving towards Grafana. So they are giving away on the Ops Center. Ops Center is going to be dead. Okay. Yeah. Is there any free cloud services or free learning platform for it? How like Oracle clouds? Okay. So Bala, the question is about how do you have the cloud version of Datastacks, Cassandra? Vinod, when you looked up Datastacks on Google, you saw something called Astra. Okay, so just go back and look at your first Google output which came. Go there. Astra is a cloud service. So Datastacks offers Cassandra as service. You can sign up for Astra. It is free. They give you, there is no limit on that. Basically, it gives you like 5 GB free, no credit card required. You can read this and you can get your own cluster. That is free. Okay, this is just Vinod giving you my YouTube channel. I think Guna likes the answer about Ops Center. Okay, more questions, please.
Okay. Sharma, I think we missed a question.
Let's see if you have one question from your side, because we know that Anil are a little bit more experienced with Cassandra. So let's see if you have a question for me.
Yeah, hi Sharma, this is from.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so I have a couple of questions on this. So the very first thing is like, so to learn the Cassandra, as we know, like we are experienced with Oracle for more than 10 years, most of the people. But to learn the Cassandra as a fresher, so how much knowledge on any other tools required for us to get to the expert level of Cassandra? That is one first question. And secondly, so is what we have OEM for the Oracle, right? So is there any similar monitoring tool for the Cassandra, or we need to get exposure on that to learn more? The second question. And yeah, and thirdly, the thing is like comparing with Oracle and SQL, Cassandra, since we have adequate knowledge on Oracle, so you're saying like it's very quick to learn, but what are the extra tools to get knowledge more on that.
Okay. So Prabhu, thanks for asking that question. I would take it as a very simple, like, okay, I know Oracle for a long time. That means you already know about data, how to manage it, how does it store, how does it retrieve. Very good. You know 80% of Cassandra. What you don't know is Cassandra is built in Java. So basically now we are moving out of our comfort zone of writing SQL, PL SQL. Cassandra itself is built in Java, meaning eventually you need to learn Java. You don't need to code in Java, but you need to know what is a JVM, what is a garbage collector, and how does JVM manage its memory, what is a heap, what is off heap. That is only basics of Cassandra. So when you're saying other tools, let's say take that Op Center question I got earlier, Cassandra itself runs in Linux. So most of us have developed like open source tools and open source scripts, a lot of scripts you can find. Vinod, if you can open GitHub in the background, like my own GitHub, so you can show those scripts I recently published.
Sure.
So you can have bash scripts monitoring your Cassandra. Op Center is just a visualization, just like Oracle's OEM. Cassandra is not that massive. It's massive in the terms of distribution, but it is not massive in the terms of monitoring. It's all easy to monitor. Once you know how to do it, it's not a very big deal. And on the point of showing it visually, Op Center itself is going away. And me and myself and Anil are working on a Grafana version of it, which will be open source. And Datastacks themselves are moving away from Op Center. So there is a lot happening in the monitoring in a visualization world. Hang tight, there is something coming. But generally, we don't monitor it like Oracle does. We monitor it in a little different way. And once you come in and learn, right, what other tools you need to learn, obviously Spark comes into picture. On the third day of Cassandra, somebody mentions Apache Spark to you. So Spark is how you do analytics. Like say if you have a 1 billion row table, you want to copy it from one place to other place, you need to use Apache Spark. Okay. So there are things involved, Java, Spark, Scala, Python, and welcome to the new world, DevOps. You need to learn a lot.
Okay, thank you, Sharma. And you mean to say that other than this, and to get more expertise in Cassandra, we need to get into all these technologies to learn, even though we are a expertise in Oracle DBA.
Eventually, yes.
Okay. So I'm just thinking like, of course, a long journey starts with a single step. So this, if even we are starting right now, so in the market, if you go, like the people will expert at expertise level, right, to support the Cassandra or whatever it is. If you put I can put my resume as like a 10 plus years of experience as an Oracle, and I know I'm a fresher to the Cassandra. So can you please help us? Like most of the people are learn very basic to the Cassandra. How far it is going to help us to get into a job to support both Cassandra and Oracle?
Let's look at it this way, Prabhu. Let me be little harsh here, okay? If we don't open up and start moving, we will lose our job and not find a new one. Okay. So let's forget about you being fresher in Cassandra. Let's start the journey, and we are here to help you. That's what KTExperts is here for. If you start today, you can at least say, okay, I have 10 years of experience with Oracle and I know Cassandra and I can help you migrate your databases. Usually what happens is 80% of the time, your own company wants to move and they will hire people from outside to do Cassandra. Instead, you can take that role. You say, I know our database, I know our project, I know our app. I can help you guys move to Cassandra, right? If we don't start this journey, Anil, tell me if I'm wrong. If I don't start this journey today, I'm already too late. Meaning I will lose my Oracle job and I will not get a Apache Cassandra job. Prabhu, is that helpful? I'm a little bit harsh, I know.
No. Even the reason I asked that question is like maybe some people may hesitate since you are more experienced in both the technologies, Sharma. I really want you to tell your experience, share your experience, so that we can have role models in front of us like you to step forward and move.
It's not that difficult. When I started, okay, the whole 5-year journey of Cassandra, I started on my own. I just knew Oracle, nothing else, and I started on my own. I successfully run 80-node cluster now.
Okay.
And it is 4 different applications. So as you said, step 1, let's see what it is.
Yeah.
Technology wise, understand what it is. Obviously, there is a lot of baggage because, when you learned Oracle, it was just SQL, PL SQL, that's it. Here it is like, okay, Apache Cassandra, Java, JVM, Off-Heap, Spark, Scala, Python, and then Jenkins and all these new DevOps tools. Let's start with something we know. We know the database. Let's start with that.
Yeah, sure, Sharma. Thank you so much for that.
Perfect. So there is a question from Pratmesh. Okay, consistency. The Anil's favorite topic. Anil, only challenge is you don't have too much time. Go ahead.
Okay, so Pratmesh, right? I think as you mentioned, I think I'm assuming you already know Cassandra is available and partition tolerant. You already mentioned it. So consistency, right? Cassandra supports consistency also, but it is eventual consistency. And Cassandra supports strong consistency also. It is completely at your query level. So you can ask your query how strong you want consistency. You want a strong consistency or eventual consistency, that you need to choose. So it is in our hands. Basically, it is in developer hands. So your application has to choose how much consistency you want for each query. So Cassandra do support consistency. So yeah. So you want to add anything to that?
No, thank you. Actually, I have experience about a year-old experience in Cassandra. So that's why actually I worked on Cassandra as a L1. So I didn't have that much work. Currently I'm learning because I want to move in Cassandra back again.
Okay. So good thing with Cassandra, right? You are putting the whole consistency piece in developer's hands. So you're just putting that, you're just placing that whole piece into your developer. You choose. Consistency is something you have to choose. So we are safe in that case. I think am I okay there, Sharma? You want to add anything to it?
No, I think you covered the basic. So that's good. I mean, obviously we have to look at the technology. They're two different things. So, we have to look at the CAP theorem. Once we discuss CAP theorem, you understand why consistency is second-hand citizen in Cassandra, whereas we go for more availability and partition tolerance. I have a small request to the group. Please do not send me a friend request on LinkedIn. Just follow me if you want to follow. I'm not going to accept your request to become a friend. Okay, please. Sorry for saying that. So, Vinod, how are you doing with the time?
Yeah, we still have 7 more minutes. If we don't have any questions, we'll stop it. Otherwise, we'll just continue. We'll complete the questions like maybe max 5-10 minutes based on your time.
So
otherwise,
what I got one more question was, is there a better than Cassandra in NoSQL? I gave some names. They are not competitors, but they're suitable for different workloads and different, kinds of environment. So please check out those other databases. Now, why I work only at Cassandra is because I know Oracle for a long time. I want to retire with Cassandra. That's it. I'm not going to go learn another 5 different databases. You guys are a lot more younger than me. Please go ahead and explore different technologies, and you might fall in love with, let's say, Couchbase. Who knows, right? I'm not saying those databases are not good. I'm just saying they're suitable for different purposes. Yeah, go ahead. Let's see if we can take 2 more questions, because Vinod has some exciting news about the course itself. So let's see how we can close it in like 6 minutes we have. One more question, ma'am.
So Geeta is having some question that I think, did we cover how fast version changes any help for migrating or identifying databases which can move to Cassandra?
So maybe a little bit, because that topic is very heavy, I left it out. But
Okay.
in the open source world, versions come a little faster than the regular commercial world. Okay, so doesn't mean that you have to move on. Like Vinod, if you can switch to that Apache Cassandra tab you have, that one, and go to download. So what I want to show you is you have a stable release right now. 3.11.9 is the stable release, and it will be supported for more than 6 months. Okay, more than 8-9 months. So there is no hurry to move on and update it to the new release. And at the same time, you see one beta release going on, which is a 4.0 beta. Now, if it is software versions you're talking about, you can look at this page. You see how frequently updates are given. But you can also look at the archived versions, and you see how frequently they release versions. Okay. Now, there is a lot more topic there, like how do I identify what I can move to Cassandra from Oracle? Wow. That first of all, you need to understand Cassandra and see why it is not suitable for certain workloads. So that will be a very involved answer, and I don't know. We have to look at the use case. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect.
So upgrades and distribution on the Cassandra is much easier.
Vinod, do you remember I performed a upgrade on Cassandra live cluster while
Yes.
you were talking to me on that day? So not like Oracle, we plan for 4 weeks to do the upgrades. Distributed systems, we do a zero downtime rolling upgrade, and it is just beautiful. I cannot say more than that.
Yeah, I just want to answer that question. Can I go ahead, Sean?
Yeah. Take 1 minute, Vinod. We are running out of time. So this will be our last question. Give me your opinion about upgrades because you saw it. And then let's talk about that special excitement thing you have.
Yeah. So hi guys. When it comes to Oracle upgrade, normally we need to prepare a lot, and we do like a lot of testing in our non-prod environment, and then we need to coordinate a lot, and we will do upgrade. Of course, see everything is use case is different. I agree with you guys, but when we had a demo during our course, so it's just 2 commands for upgrade. And that will take care of means like upgrading one by one, node by node, and it's very easy. And then you will means like later I realized like if Oracle also like this, it will be so good. So yeah, so upgrades are very good and it's very easy.
So Vinod, it's not 2 commands. We saw 2 commands, a little bit more involved there, but Oracle can never get there.
Yeah,
okay.
I agree.
It's just too heavy to upgrade like we did it in Cassandra. Oracle has its own issues. But yeah, I mean, it is built like that, right? Oracle is not built in 5 days. It was built in 30 years, so it is heavy. So upgrades also, they take time. It's not easy.
And one more thing is like, I just want to compare, like Sharma, correct me, like Cassandra software is just 49 MB. It's correct, right? And when
you can actually go do one thing. Go to the archived here link. It's okay. Don't worry. Click on that 3119. Okay. Click on that, and then you click on download. Just click on the HTTP download.
Okay, this one. Okay.
Yeah, click, and then you see the software size coming.
Yes, 36.5 MB.
But are you downloading source code? Because source code will be smaller. Yeah, you're downloading binary, which is 16 megabytes. No, it is 36.5. Can you read it?
Yes. Yeah, 36.5.
So 40 megabytes. Yes. So your software is 40 megabytes. Doesn't require grid infrastructure, doesn't require anything else. 40 megabytes, you can run it on 1000 node cluster.
So you have entire Netflix on 36 MB software.
Just the software. Data itself is big. So Vinod,
Okay.
let's close the QA session and go to the next topic. Almost done.
So guys, like we are getting this the recorded session videos for normal price is 149 and he's giving us for 99, and for KTExperts he is giving more discount, so he's giving for 69 itself, 69.99. So thanks Sharma for encouraging us, for supporting us, and it will really help our audience.
So what you can do is, if you want to get the video at a promotional rate, right? Just go to Vinod and he'll give you instructions on what to do.
Yes.
But I would suggest watch the promo first. That way you know what is covered in the video. Okay. Any other questions?
Sorry, I just have one question. This training is about the 10-hour or the 20-hour video that we were talking earlier. Is that right?
So why don't you go watch the promo, and then you can contact Vinod for more details too. And yeah, on YouTube channel you will find more content anyway. So
okay.
Okay, be in touch with Vinod and he'll provide you a lot more details on that. So guys, whoever attended this session, thank you very much for joining us. It was a wonderful session starting of 2021. Let's start this year fresh and learn something new. And I hope all of you fall in love with Cassandra and we build a 50 people cluster here to join our mindsets and learn more or achieve more this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharma. Thank you so much.
Hey Vinod, please add your closing comments, please.
Yeah, and thanks everyone for joining. So definitely, I feel like it will help you to enter into NoSQL technologies. And any questions, you can reach out to Sharma through LinkedIn, and you can reach out to from us also. So definitely, we will plan more sessions, and we are coming up with different articles on Cassandra. So definitely, it will help the community. So and Sharma and Anil helping from their side, to help a KTExperts audience. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you much.
Thank you.